what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I just heard, I didn't hear. I saw Dead End Hip Hop said J. Cole reaction to Port Antonio. I was watching Dragon Ball. Port Antonio. Okay.
Kamala Harris.
So I looked it up. Because I didn't know if it was like a new thing or what. I don't know. I didn't know what was going on. Just to react to Port, but I figured it was important. So I just Googled it and I saw somebody's thumbnail that said something about he's addressing Kendrick and Drake. So because it's a thumbnail and they didn't directly say dissing Drake and Kendrick, I'm assuming it's not going to be that deep. It's just going to be more so just like talking about the situation instead of like directly going at somebody. Oh my God. Okay. This is important. This is 5 minutes of potential redemption after Grippy and the apology. This has to be tough. Or it has to, I don't know. I don't know if I want another like basically 5-minute rant about, I didn't have it in my heart to diss these guys. These are my brothers. Like this is like, bro, I don't care. We heard it on stage. If it's that, I don't want it. Keep it. Like you need to bar something up, bro. And I understand. I want to just put it out there. I understand not wanting to diss people, especially if he plans on retiring. Like, what's the point of potentially hurting these relationships that you have or getting into this messy drama? If you plan on retiring, he's been saying he's about to retire for years now. So I understand that. And what I've said since the beginning is what he should have done instead of apologizing. I remember the day he apologized, I said, you shouldn't have done that. If you didn't want to do it, what he should have done is just take that beat, that beat, just freestyle over it, rap over it, whatever. Do what you've been doing for years, getting on these beats and smoking people. You don't have to directly diss anybody. You could say that on the track. I think that's what you should have done. Said every time Kendrick dropped a track, rap over the beat. Take it. So there's not even a comparison. Oh, smoke. And he can do that. Let's be clear. We're talking about the big three. J. Cole is the best rapper out of that big three. If we're just going off just pure rap skills overall, J. Cole is the best rapper right now. If you want to, talk about overall discographies and stuff like that, then, there's a different debate. But if we're just talking about rapping, if you put on a beat, go on Hot 97, put on a beat, and you ask me who I think is going to have the best verse, let's give him 10 minutes to rap. It's Cole. That's what he should have done. So you can establish your position as the best rapper out of that big three, but you don't have to diss anybody. Just be like, hey, I'm not dissing you. You're my brothers and whatever. I'm just going to smoke you on this and make you, so you know your place. You're number two, not number one. I don't got to diss you. I don't got to get messy. I think that's the approach he should have taken. Unfortunately, he apologized. But all right, let's get into it. Hopefully, I want to be excited. After that whole thing, it's hard for me to be excited about a J. Cole project, even something as hyped up as the off season or the fall off. I mean, it's hard for me to be excited, and I want to be. So, J. Cole, it's on you, man. My thing's muted. It's muted. I'm anxious. I'm very anxious. I'm like, my leg is twitching. I don't know if I like this sample. This is too much. It's too in the front.
Young Jermaine walked the straight and narrow. Minimum wage jobs for the narrow. But still my mind was on the zeros. I fiend for the perks that was seen flipping birds. So we was skipping church, but my eyes was on the sparrows. Niggas flipping pies, spending thousands on a payroll. Shit, I wanna shine too. I want dimes too. Jealous niggas wanna know just how my rhymes blew. Mono y mono, I'm Bono, I'm you times two. Now I'm bougie, I done outgrew the fountain blue. But never forgot the spot where I developed my plot.
You think I don't know, I'm asking you, but do you think the beat's gonna switch at some point? Because I could see this, I don't know, it's 5 minutes long. Or is this gonna be it, just him rapping?
too. Now I'm bougie.
So now it makes me feel like most of the song isn't even about to be. Maybe it's going to be like a story leading up to the events, because like, you know, that's a fairly normal storytelling thing. Like whenever there's like a hot event going on in a rapper's career or something, sometimes there's a song that Yellow Wolf has a song, To Whom It May Concern. It's a similar vibe where there's like something going on that needs to be addressed. So they tell the story leading up to it, and then they address it kind of in the middle, and then, you know, the aftermath and stuff like that. So maybe something like that.
I done outgrew the fountain blue, but never forgot the spot where I developed my plot. To dwell at the top, the veil where all my skeletons locked. If I could do it all over, then I
So he
never
might,
would swap. I seen good,
so he might be trying to give you some context into the type of person he is and why he made that apology. So again, I'm just
seen bad, had my melanin mocked. I seen lifelong friends turn to devilish ops. I was Mike in red leather trying to tell him to stop. You better beat it for you see that heavy metal get popped. He was a mean ass swing with a hell of a shot. But if no team,
I like the heavy metal get popped, the Michael Jackson references, King of Pop, that type of thing. Interesting.
lifelong
It wasn't like hard, but it was like, you know, a little clever wordplay.
friends turn to devilish ops. I was Mike in red leather trying to tell him to stop. You better beat it for you see that heavy metal get popped. He was a mean ass swing with a hell of a shot. But if no team draft king, he gon' bet on the block. He wanna ball
DraftKings, the betting app.
to the Federals knock and sit his ass on the bench for moving careless with rock. You can't relate unless your father was not around and your mother went out and found someone else and then brought him round, and they salaries then combined when they married and brought you out of that poverty. Then you moved to a soft little part of town so that when you back in the hood, you feel awkward about it now.
That flow isn't smooth.
Your confidence start to drown, but the
Nice little bounce to it. I like that.
So he was a mean ass swing with a hell of a shot. But if no team draft king, he gon' bet on the block. He wanna ball till he fall until the Federals knock and sit his ass on the bench for moving careless.
So right here.
You can't relate unless your father was not around and your mother went out and found someone else and then brought him round, and they salaries then combined when they married and brought you out of that poverty. Then you moved to a soft little part of town so that when you back in the hood, you feel awkward about it now. Then your
I like that vulnerability as far as like him saying like he didn't grow up in the roughest part of town. A lot of rappers don't disclose that. They keep that private. They'll be like, no, I grew up, you know, here in the roughest part of town my entire life. But, you know, J. Cole's honest. And I like that.
poverty, then you move to a soft little part of town so that when you back in the hood, you feel awkward about it now. Then your confidence start to drown, but the rapper gave you some positive thoughts, so you jot them down. You jot them down. Ride to it, 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 ride to it. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me.
Yeah, I like the song so far. I don't like the vocal sample. It's like I said, it's a little too much. But I'm holding off on the like button because I'm scared he's gonna say something crazy. Not crazy, but like, I'd apologize again if I had the chance. You're like, no, don't make me mad.
Flows reverse time to find deliveries good as mine. You gotta search primes. I'm scaling heights higher than birds can perch, trying to be something. First time to
see that's another thing that makes it difficult after the whole apology thing is listening to him talk his ish. You know, it's hard. It becomes difficult because like you did all this talk, especially on My Delete Later. You know, I'm the rapper you call when you need music for a funeral or something like that, right? Then we were calling you and you didn't pick up the phone. So it makes it hard to buy in. Like it makes the buy-in hard with all the tough rapper talk. So it's becoming easier over time as time passes and we get away from the apology. But I don't know. It's hard not to think about because it's just a lot of tough talk from somebody who's not going to back it up. Not saying he can't back it up, but he's not going to. So like, why are you talking? You know what I mean?
Yeah, Benjamin Button, cold flows, reverse time to find deliveries good as mine. You gotta search primes. I'm scaling heights higher than birds can perch, trying to be something, hoping that peace comes to my cursed mind. One thing's for sure that I've matured from my first rhyme. I learned long ago you can't please them all, and it hurts trying. And it's hoping
Can't please them all, and it hurts trying. So I think that's now he's gonna get to him trying to please people by coming out with the diss track and stuff.
For sure that I've matured from my first rhyme. I learned long ago you can't please them all, and it hurts trying.
Honestly, I think he still can. He can go back. Like, if he wants to just go back, go literally rap over every diss track. Now, Drake's too. Literally all of them. And smoke them. Just smoke them. You don't have to directly diss anybody, but like, I think he could still do that, and that would still be impactful. And I would be excited for that. That would give me. But again, the mission has to be, in the theme of that, if he did do something like that, would have to be, look, I'm still the best, but I'm not gonna diss anybody. That would, I think I could still, that would help me move past the apology. And Grippy was traumatic.
One thing's for sure that I've matured from my first rhyme. I learned long ago you can't please them all, and it hurts trying. In this game where all you've got is your name, like Dirk, I'm smirking at niggas trying to besmirch mine. Sometimes with a fake get told it is what you got is your name, like Dirk, I'm smirking at niggas trying to besmirch mine. Absurd times with a fake get told it is wise. I
love the rhyme choices here. It just sounds good. Trying to besmirch mine. I like it.
Where all you've got is your name, like Dirk, I'm smirking at niggas.
And that's what I talk about with Cole a lot, is it's not just how he's rapping. It's not just his flows or his bars or punchlines or whatever. It's the choices, like the actual syllable choices he's using in this particular song. Because there's a million syllables you can choose from, not just the 26 letters in the alphabet, but also the combinations of the letters and whatnot that you can use in your rhymes. And just making the right choices in itself is a talent or a skill. And in recent years, he's been making all of the right choices. He knows which sounds to use that sound best. But then also when he's transitioning to another sound, he knows which transitions sound the smoothest. And he also knows which flows to use. So, yeah, he's that guy.
Absurd times with a fake get told it is wise. I can see hating both for your eyes, but the third's blind. So you search lines, but you struggle, which explains the puzzled look on the dull faces the word finds. I hate when raps become, but like do not disturb signs. Can't knock it if I see it's about to do. They instigate the fuckery because it's profitable. But singing stop the violence tunes with dudes in hospitals.
I think he's like blaming fans almost. Like we want, you guys want people in hospitals. No, we want competition. Like, I watch battle rap. They dap each other up after. They say, I'm gonna do this to your mom and your daughter and your grandma. She passed away. Like, yeah. And then immediately after, they dap each other up. It's competition, bro. This is hip hop. Like, I cannot stand when these artists, and I'll keep listening. Don't get me wrong. This is just where my reactions to that particular line and what it sounds like. I cannot stand that, dog. When these rappers who don't want to participate in the same way that has been established prior, they want to change the rules. It's like Drake with the ghostwriting allegations. Or not even allegations, just the ghostwriting. He was like, oh, but no, it's fine. It's collaborating. No, it's not fine. We've established in hip hop it's not fine. You just don't participate in the same way. Don't try to twist it and make it seem like we're negative and we just, no, you just don't want to participate in the same way. I can't stand that. Blame yourself, not us.
I pulled the plug because I seen where that was about to go. They wanted blood, they wanted clicks to make their pockets grow. They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle, dog. I would have lost the bro. I think I'm dodging smoke. I wouldn't have lost the battle, dog. I would have lost the bro.
Okay, they see the fire in my pen and think I'm dodging smoke. That's fire. That's insane. That's great. But I'm not agreeing with you would have lost a bro. Yeah. Okay. If it got that messy, I'm wondering if he knew it was going to get that messy with the whole, stuff that happened on both sides. They both got extremely messy. I wonder if he knew that, or if I don't know. If he knew that, then absolutely I'm on his side 100%. I agree. But how would he know that? You know what I mean? Unless Drake told him, hey, I heard he was doing this, or Kendrick told him, hey, I heard Drake was doing this. You know what I mean? Unless he heard something like that, which is likely. But he didn't come out and say that. So how would I know that? So I'm looking at it as at face value, which from what we know is all J. Cole knew, just face value. Kendrick came out and just asked for competition, just said, let's battle. That's what Like That was. Like That wasn't messy. Like That, he didn't get dirty or anything crazy. So I'm not understanding how you think you would have lost a friend over that. Again, that's a lack of his competitive edge. Like it's like he wants the points and appearance of like a battle rapper, of like, I'm a hardcore battler, hardcore lyricist, but when it's time to prove that, you back down. It is what it is. Like, you just like, and then you want to, again, he does it here where he says, I wouldn't have lost the battle, I would have lost a bro. So his ego is still wrapped up in this, clearly. Because why did you say that? Why did you have to specify that you wouldn't have lost that battle if it wasn't? Just say, I didn't want to lose a bro. So he wants you to know he wouldn't have lost that battle. So his ego was shot by the reaction to it, I believe, because everybody was clowning him, which is fair on both sides, to get clowned and for your ego to be a little shot by that. But at the same time, like, so you clearly want the point, you want like the credit, you want people to believe, that's why you said it, because you want people to believe that, you want people to know that you wouldn't have lost the battle. So you want people to believe that you wouldn't have lost the battle, but you're not willing to battle. That's not fair to Drake or Kendrick. And that, like, I'm not cool with that. Like, no, you don't get points for that. I wouldn't have lost the battle, I would have lost the bro. Like, prove it. Prove that you wouldn't have lost the battle, or stop saying it.
To make their pockets grow. They see this fire in my pen and think I'm dodging.
That line is fire. I would have lost the bro.
I would have gained a phone, and all for what? Just to attain some old props from strangers that don't got a clue what I've been aiming for since the age of 14. Jermaine is no king, if that means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bot niggas just to sway the whole thing on social media, competing for your favorable memes to be considered best to live and rest. The weight of both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing, protecting.
See, like this, you could have, like, it sounds like a diss. When he's saying, I got to pay bots and I got to do X, Y, and Z. So are you saying that's what they were doing? When you digging up dirt and stuff like that? Like, you could, first of all, you just because you're battling you don't have to do that. You don't have to dig up dirt to battle. Like, again, battle rappers do it all the time. You could just battle. Again, you did it. He literally did it. He put out a diss track. It wasn't anything personal. It was just, your album suck. You suck. You're boring. That's basically what he said to Kendrick. Whether or not it's factual, he didn't dig up dirt. So, like, I don't.
Strangers that don't got a clue what I've been aiming for since the age of 14. Jermaine is no king, if that means
I'm just hearing a lot of excuses. You don't. There's a million battles where that doesn't happen. But again, this sounds like a diss to both of them. Like, you both were digging. Like, he's basically saying, this is corny, I'm not doing it. And sounds like he's saying that's what they did.
Whole thing on social media, competing for your favorable memes to be considered best to live and rest. The weight of both things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing, protecting legacies. So lines got to live and rest. The
rhyming here was impeccable, though.
Things. I understand the thirst of being first that made them both swing, protecting legacies. So lines got crossed, perhaps regrettably. My friends went to war, I walked away with all they blood on me. Now some will discredit me, try wipe away my pedigree, but please find a nigga out that's rapping this incredibly. My dog texted me, I share the words he said to me. If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly. I guess.
That's fair. That's a good point. But at the same time, don't go around waving it everywhere saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. That's what you do in every song. You're talking about how good you are and how you're ready to battle at any moment, and literally on Might Delete Later. And then you didn't. That's so, you understand what I'm saying? Like, this, whatever call. Like, this isn't it. He's rapping on here. But as far as like an excuse for that whole thing, no, I'm good.
Agree, but please find a nigga out that's rapping this incredibly. My dog texted me, I share the words he said to me. If you refuse to shoot the gun, don't mean the gun ain't deadly. I guess in that metaphor, hypothetically, the gun is me. I texted back like, guess the gun ain't what I'm trying to be, my nigga. They stripped me on my spot and now I'm.
Yes, you are. Because on every single song, you say how you're the best. You literally said, "There's fire in my pen. Think I'm ducking smoke." You literally just said you're not ducking smoke. Like, bro, what are you talking about, bro? Oh my god, my biracial brother needs to come to the stand. We need to have a conversation.
Finally free, my nigga. They say I'm picking sides. Hey, don't you lie on me, my nigga. To start another war, hey Drake, you'll always be my nigga. They stripped me of my spot and now I'm finally free, my nigga. They say I'm picking sides. Hey, don't you lie on me, my nigga.
I like that. I like and understand what he's saying there when he's saying like they stripped me of my spot, because everybody was saying he's not top 3 anymore. He's not big 3 anymore. And now he's finally free of probably a lot of pressure and stuff like that. Do I believe him? Do I believe that's actually how he feels? No, because I feel like the song wouldn't even be out. That's how he actually felt. I feel like he's coping. He's telling himself that's how he actually feels. I do not believe for a second he's like, oh, all this pressure's off me now that they hate me and think I'm not big 3 anymore. No, I don't think that's just.
To start another war, hey Drake, you'll always be my nigga. I ain't ashamed to say you did a lot for me, my nigga. Fuck all the narratives. Tapping back into your magic pen is what's imperative. Reminding these folks why we do it. It's not for beefing, it's for speaking our thoughts, pushing ourselves, reaching the charts, reaching your minds, deep in your hearts, creeping to find emotions to touch, something inside to open you up, help you cope with the rough times and shit. I'm sending love cause we ain't prime and shit. My nigga, y'all niggas ain't stopping me.
He didn't say Kendrick though.
Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me.
He didn't say Kendrick, which makes me feel like there is a rift there in that relationship.
Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me. Y'all niggas ain't stopping me.
And then he said F all the narratives, which makes me feel like Cole doesn't believe voting. Cole doesn't believe the things that Kendrick was saying about Drake as far as the content, whether it be the daughter, the not like us stuff. Don't want to say that on YouTube, but so I don't know if you have people. I mean, do you guys trust Cole or not? I mean, it feels like people trust Cole as far as what he says and whatnot. So if Cole's saying that stuff isn't true, does that take away from the sting of those tracks? Not that I don't feel like they had that much sting anyway. My opinion, short opinion, it's battle rap. They're gonna talk ish to each other. It's not like either one of them are providing like documents of you beat your wife or whatever, or on the other side you like children. You know what I mean? Like neither one of them were like providing documents. So it's like it's just battle rap. So like there wasn't like that much sting to it to where it was like damaging to me for real. I know to other people who just like drama and stuff, it was, but to me, it was like, oh, it's battle rap. They're just talking. But let's say you are one of those people who are super invested and actually think all this stuff is true, even though you shouldn't. Again, it's just entertainment. It's battle rap. You should not watch battle rap. They say way worse stuff than that out the gate. They completely make up stories. That's what this is. Or they exaggerate something completely. When you hear Cole say stuff like that, when you hear Cole say F all the narratives, basically saying what Kendrick was saying was not true, do you believe him? Does that change your perspective on those songs? Again, not to me, because it's just battle rap. They're just talking ish. It's not that serious. I never took it that serious. If that's the case, I would have been calling for Kendrick to go to jail for beating his wife, and Drake to go to jail for the other stuff. I would be on here protesting, but I'm not, because it's not that serious. It's just battle rap. But for you, does that change your perspective on things? And do you think this was enough I don't know. To me, this just sounds like a lot of the stuff he's been saying just sounds like the apology part too. Like there's nothing new here. I didn't learn anything new. This literally just sounds like his apology, just in music. Minecraft villager noises. But yeah, subscribe.